fight. You synergize well with Lena and Bane. Bring back the ET off lane. Bring it back.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Bat Rider is a kind of a classic hero for 3-3. Maybe they'll just like fall into it and be like, okay, you guys want to bat? Make this work.
Nyx Assassin, mana burn against Bristle. Actually, I think Nyx is probably the best hero here. I was thinking about Legion Commander and all that, because Legion's very good against Bristleback, very good against Io. You can buy Silver Edge, you got the break, but you Bristle to face you when he's fighting. Definitely be an option here, and it also offers you some good D-push.
Yeah, I like the Legion.
Whoa.
All right, that's a classic 3-3 hero, but certainly not one we were expecting. So he's a very good lone druid player. He played it a lot on the hero. Like right before he rose to prominence, he was playing it quite a bit before any other teams really were. And then once he got a couple more buffs, very helpful for this guy. He's a very good player. Assuming it's him. Maybe they'll give it to someone else. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be 3-3 playing it. And he was playing in an off-lane role back then. So I have to see exactly how this winds up. The changes the heroes received.
Ramsey's Wraith King. We're kind of expecting Venge 1 role here, right? But it could still be a support with the Garter one. Pretty much 90% of the time, that's how they run Venge on P. Wraith King for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, so we will get our mid duo.
You don't want to Doom him. You don't want to Laguna Blade him. You don't really want to Fiend's Grip him. I mean, I guess you could burn his mana with Fiend's Grip, but...
And the bear. What a perfect pick.
Oh, yeah.
Super counters Doom and Lone Druid. As he gets the neutral critical on the Lone Druid bear
Was
for
it
you guys. So basically, it's
250%?
crazy. It's 500%, isn't it?
500%?
Maximum or something stupid? Yeah, it's like a 500% crit.
What?
Yeah, because it's 250 on a hero and 500 on a creep. Pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Actually filthy.
5 seconds.
Very, very cool. VP.
Oh, God, what an ownage pick. Damn, that is so good.
And he has the IO and the bad. Like,
I actually feel so bad for ProDota right now.
VP have 3 unkillable heroes already. Bristle, Wraith King, Abandon, like unkillable. Then they have Lil's IO behind them to make them more unkillable. So they are the unkillablest. And then have a Shadow Shaman who's just like, yeah, I'm going to throw wards into these fights. bit of control.
The Lone Druid has, happiness that has recently occurred though. So he actually got a lot of buffs. The Rabbit attack speed was increased from scaling from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to now starting flat out at 20, which is pretty helpful, to 30, 40, 50, and then most importantly, the duration. So it's now been rescaled to 25 at all levels. A little bit worse later, but definitely better early on. And then the cooldown was also reduced by 10 seconds. So now we're getting, because it used to be non-stop Rabbit, but now there's only a 10-second downtime. So you essentially have like 66% uptime or whatever for Rabbit all game for the Lone Druids. So much better than what it was after the nerf.
Trent with the mathematics. 66%
right.
or whatever. Very, very good.
It's not actually that. I'm sorry. I was just throwing it out there.
ED, they've got smoke over on Milan. It looks like they are going to go for a wander. 3-3. Join them, heads down towards the Radiant Jungle Bounty route.
It's actually about 70%.
Low gets a ward up, but he won't see them moving on forward like this. Is this going to be an aggro tri-lane here? Milan plays in the aggressive jungle, in the dire jungle. Garter and J4 play up on this off lane. Looking for a kill, they're hunting for someone. Solo is in a decent position to pop this smoke and run away. He's slow, but he's about fast enough to get away from Garter's Venge, and Ramses will treat as well. The ugliest swords, no man, the blood shard. Equipped. There are so many cool weapons for Wraith King, and you choose that one.
I like it. You don't like it?
No.
Cool. It's like, it's a little subtle,
Subtle.
Yeah. It's like not huge. I don't know. Yes, color-wise, it's not very subtle, but size-wise, he's showing he doesn't need a, what is everyone else compensating for?
Why is his bright red?
Don't want to know. It's had some issues.
Okay.
I think this aggro makes a lot of sense, though. If you're going to make this Lone Druid work, yes, it's 3 playing it. It's your off-lane player, but it's always a hero that goes in the safe lane and has a happier time. Gets much more farm.
3 bounty runes go their way as well. Oh, hello. Solo and J4, a bit of a scuffle in the jungle. 3 heroes here as Milan shackled up, and with the courtesy of Avernus from Pasha getting in onto this Doombringer who doesn't have anything skilled up just yet. He's dead. First blood goes the way of VP. As this aggressive lane got a little bit too aggressive, it looks like, and they move Pasha top. B do. Swing Ramses down towards the bottom lane to deal with 3-3's Lone Druid, but they need some supports down there as well, because the mid lane, of course, is a dual lane.
3-3's trying to put as much pressure on as possible right now onto Ramses, because he sees him, he's like, oh, you do not have your Stout Shield yet. I need to beat the shit out of you if I'm going to have a hope of this lane. The supports are coming, though, to be expected. But Doom's coming, too, so need a little bit of a awkward 2v2. Looks like J4 is on the hunt here, trying to find this Abad, and I don't think he knows where he is, judging by the fact that he's running in circles in the tree line.
Pasha just found a nice little spot for himself. Oh, there we go. He's found. J4 places a ward down as well to see these movements come through. 3-3 burns through a salve already as Solo. Looks like shackles were used down in this bottom lane. Lone Druid's relatively quick on his feet.
Milan's coming in, but I don't think they can do anything to Ramses.
Maybe something to Solo. Orb of Venom on the bear slows him down, but Milan can't get close enough. With this Alpha Wolf aura, they're chasing this. They're actually going to try and commit. Oh, look at that. Okay, first hit crit from Milan. That should secure the kill with a final little axe thrown by 3-3's Lone Druid. Good stuff.
What a great creep to have. The Alpha Wolf when you have a bear and a Lone Druid increase both of their damages. That was pretty cool.
Solo TP's down straight away.
Hey, that was a rabbit at work as well. Right?
Yeah,
now, instead of like 10 attack speed, that was 20 attack speed. So that's the buff right there for you.
The movement speed as well. He was so quick, even without boots, just chasing down the Shadow Shaman. Now he's got brown boots as well. Might give him over to his bear. Needs them for the defensive moves because with the Wraithfire Blast, good
nice
body
body
blocks. 3-3. Keeps Solo at bay as he gets his hero out of range of the shackles. Very nicely played. Mid lane, Lil still hanging around. Trying to get some stacks up or anything. Looks like he's got a couple, a couple of very good
Top
stacks
lane.
over in the dire jungle. Pasha, trouble, dead. J4 and Garter. Kill on the off laner there.
Tried to trade away with Garter a little bit too deep there, basically. He's getting a little bit trigger happy with his right there on this guy. You see this thing? Pasha's wielding? Got like a halberd.
Oh wow.
I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. That thing's huge.
Look
Very
at
frightening.
Look at the animation of it as well. It's as though it's made of air. It just, slices through the sky.
See that damage.
Wasted a shield. Well, not wasted a shield, but the shield is popped instantly by J4's Brain Sap. Milan gets killed off, but top lane, it's still this weird battle where Pasha's very nearly dead. What's he up to?
You're crazy.
Shield out onto the creep. He's trying to pop it back onto Garter, but 6 tick charges on the Vengeful Spirit means that a turn of the stun is definitely available for the Venge, and Pasha, he is towing the line so very carefully.
Oh, and look, he's going to try and make a play using this ward here. Bane's going for the long con. He's like, yeah, I know where you are. I've got a ward down. You're in trouble.
Oh, Garter just goes straight up with the magic missile. I don't know what Pasha was thinking there. Bottom lane, Ramses run down by 3-3 in Milan, but in comes the Io, the shackle to turn. That Wraithfire Blast and the Ether Shot coming through. They've got the damage and they turn for 3-3 as well. Fortunately, no mana over on Ramses for another stun, and the very, very speedy Lone Druid manages to skirt the fight. Ramses might think about another stun back onto the bear, but it's onto it for now.
Worried about this getting disjointed or something, I guess. Wow. Jeez, Pasha, please. Like, you know it's bad when you're running back to lane. You can't even TP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Garter going to use this time to also just right back to base. He's not going to miss too much. Misses a range creep and a couple melees, but he'll get back for the next wave, and it's also still going to be close to his tower, so it'll be a worthy trip back home.
What's going on down here? Got the Io behind him. Lone Druid sprinting on through, but the shackle there from Solo, holding Bane in place, but in comes Milan. One swipe, another crit. The first hit takes down the little Io. Solo was saved. Indeed, they're making some good movements here. They're kind of consolidating their lanes, making sure 3-3 gets some farm. But 12 last hits, 5 minutes in. When you look at the Bristleback and the Wraith King, 36 and then 19. There's a massive amount of farm on no one. Lina, we've not looked at too much. Kaiser, decently at mid, but against no one's Bristleback, it's not an easy task, especially when there are, you know, these stacks that have been made up for the Bristleback to catch up, not, I guess, overtake further. Stun again, good initiation. 3-3's caught with a Savage Roar. He sends the back, and there was a bit of overlap there from Virtus.pro. There's stuns. Got to kill this lone druid, and now he's got 2 supports behind him. Milan and J4, they're looking for this movement forward, but the Dire Observer Ward scouts them out perfectly. Ramses is just holding his ground. He knows exactly when to run, exactly when he needs to bail, and this is the moment. Solo and Lil still behind him. Tether. Speed further away. So these lanes have pretty much devolved into a 3v3 bot lane and a 1v1 top lane.
And a dual lane mid that never really happened. You know, Io Bristle, of course, very omnipresent in the mid lane. Pretty common thing to have, but not this game. It's very nice when it's the bottom lane you're rotating to is Io, though, because he still has that like threat of showing up mid, and that's why this ward is here from the Radiant, just spotting when this is coming through. Much like it is right now, so... Kaiser... They weren't smoked or anything, right? Like, you did see them rotate over. Yeah, and now he's playing the edge here. Coming.
Ramses tries. Won't get anything done, though. Wraith King, where are you going?
Yeah, this could be a big miss for VP.
They're bad on top lane. No one's trying to sprint forward. Solo's scouted, and Garter, he cuts across. The trouble is Ramses. Nice Nightmare. J4 stops it, but the turnaround here as Ramses gets the Nightmare taken off him, and the stun onto Garter means they secure a kill. But if they can chase it onto J4, he's very quick on the Bane.
They lost bottom, though. You know, they make a giant rotation across the entire map. Lone Druid just pressures down bottom with the Doom. They take the tower, and they open up about a 1,500 gold lead for ProDota. Kaiser also now pressuring mid 2. Free farm, clearing waves. Don't know if it was actually worth it. At least they got the Venge right at the end. Then it would have been quite the disastrous station with Pasha going down as well.
What's Venge buying? The Helm? That's the new Helm recipe, right? Yeah. Vengeful Spirit, Helm of the Dominator. Okay. Interesting. I mean, usually we see Helm to, you know, create stacks, build up economy, then go and clear them with AoE, you know, Sven or Luna or someone like that, but the Vengeful Spirit, I guess you're just going to be looking to maybe take a Centaur or a Hellbear, you stun swap into that combo with one of the neutral creeps you pick up.
Maybe even like it's going to be hard to use, like, well, I guess you can get the Purge creep. He'll live pretty well with the extra HP, even against Quill Sprays and stuff like that.
Or Mana Burn.
Handy for controlling.
Mana Burn the Wraith King. Oh, yeah. I guess later on you've got the Alpha Wolf potential as well, just to amp up all your damage. Doom can get a Vlad to swap in onto Ramses. He doesn't have his ult skilled up. Turns to stun, and in they go onto Garter's Venge. Locked in under this tower as the Nightmare comes through. Ramses has his ultimate now, and it will be popped to slow Garter down near this tier 1 tower. Vengeful Spirit, unfortunately, going to drop, and the TP's cancelled out. J4 won't escape. Ben chased down into the secret shop, and VP. Perfect rotations in. Perfect level up there as he held the point on Wraith King to get that ultimate. All baited out. Guaranteed. But ProDota still pressure on mid-tier 1. 3-3 is farming.
Next time, he might have to worry about Bane. But for now, still level 4. No feeds scripted during the mana just yet. I guess even if you get a full 5-second duration, you get, like, what, 25% of his mana, so... Shabby. It is based on the maximum, though, so that's kind of cool. So he legit does get, like, 25% total Wraith King mana, which is quite a bit. I mean, 360 mana.
Chunk, Ramses. For that stun, Garter finally spotted. No one is in the thick of things here with the Damageman's Quill Spray stacking up with the Nightmare. Slows it down. Solo turned around on and killed off by Milan and J4. Magic Missile. Again, back onto the Bristleback, but Virtus.pro a little bit awkward there with no Lil Wisp. He's actually back over towards his Ancients, stacking up it looks like. He ruined bottled, maybe leeching experience mid, trying to get to that level 6. Level 3 only. Something VP definitely have to worry about is the levels on their supports. Shadow Shaman and Io both relatively greedy experience-wise.
Yeah, but look at this stack, though.
Yeah.
Like, Bristol's going to come and annihilate these, and these guys will be very happy. They missed one of them, but he also has a shitload of Ancients. He's got some on the north camp, he's got some on the south camp. And with the Vanguard, these just die. Lil's already gonna start helping out with the DD rune here.
And that was going to be so many
I'm
levels.
so excited to watch his levels.
So many levels. Here we go, Lil.
Does he just clear all the camps?
Yeah, where does he
he's
end?
thinking about it.
Yeah, he's actually saying to no one hate. Get the core sprays over on these guys as well. Pull them across.
Let me just grab
look,
this camp.
Look at this. Okay, Lil's level 4. He's going to get level 6 from this, right? He's going to be very close from all 3 of these stacks because there's still large creeps remaining. Level 5 is very nearby. Cross again. Wow. From level 3 to almost level 6 in a matter of like 20, 30 seconds. That's a huge bonus there from Virtus.pro. No one, of course, reaps the benefits, reaps the rewards. PD, they want to contest this. Stacks have already gone. Kaiser and J4. Oh, maybe they just kill off Lil. Yep, there we go. See ya, buddy. Laguna Blade to the noggin. Takes him down. No one chases in, though. The Yule's up onto the Wraith King means there's no stun the Nightmare. So, delaying that advance forward.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Look at no one. No Solar Crest, which is kind of what became the expected item for Bristlebacks. Going for Vanguard into Radiance.
I like it. He knows he's a bunch of gold stacked up for these Ancients, for these neutral camps, so not something that was quite as easy to do last patch, even when Bristleback was starting to gain popularity right near the end of 7.05. So now you just rush right into that Radiance.
And I guess if you know the Lone Druid's going Radiance, you meet Radiance with Radiance.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. I guess we didn't talk about it, but I guess we were kind of assuming it would be a bear build, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Pretty much become the norm nowadays. But then it does leave the question open, what does Ramses go for? Because he's buying a Hand of Midas now, 12, 13 minutes in. He'll have it very soon. But after the Midas, what do you expect from him?
I was actually, well, for him, he can't go Radiance, obviously, yeah, so just like Maelstrom and Blade Mail and kind of items, I would guess. Could get an Armlet too. I don't know if that's too late for that, but kind of good against this team. Now, I'm kind of curious about Lone Druid's talents, though, because now I'm just thinking, like, level 20, there's actually no non-bear choice now, because with the respawn talent removed, it's 50% Spirit Bear magic because it's 12 Spirit Bear armor, so the Lonely Druid of bearlessness is actually quite a bit worse now.
Yeah. What do you go for here? Go for 8 AP. Spirit Bear damage. Spirit Bear armor, I guess, this game. Oh, Shackle. Bit of a team fight going off as Kaiser, again, just blasts the Io with another Laguna Blade. Solo's chased down by Milan. Scorched Earth and a bit more damage will finish him off. Solo taken out by Kaiser. Killing spree at this point, and with no one, actually held in a Fiend's Grip and entangled up. This is PD getting a triple kill on their Lina. A huge skirmish over towards their shrine. Virtus.pro thought they were strong, but they were shown to be completely wrong.
Wow. I mean, again, when you're just blowing up this every single fight, though, that takes away a lot of the whole purpose of picking this hero. He's just keeping this Bristleback alive and deal with him. And when you're saving so much of your money to invest into this Radiance, like if he had the Solar Crest, that fight could be totally different. But instead, you're just holding all of this net worth. You don't get any interest, sadly. I'm not sure if they want to be that deep in enemy territory again until they have it finished.
So VP's plan is just to buy lots of Hands of Midas. Abaddon has one, Wraith King's buying one. Come on, Bristleback, just buy a Hand of Midas.
Yeah, jump off that Radiance. Just buy a Midas.
Just buy a Midas, my dude. You know you want
together.
You know you want to. But I think it's time to give Ramses some farm. He's moving into the Blink Dagger to give them some kind of initiation tool. So they can't have the IO moving into the front lines like they have past couple of fights. It's been incredibly poor from them. Smoke up. There's a haste rune bot that they can take, but look at this. Lil wanders over. He sees the Bane. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That's the rune.
Oh my God.
That's the annoying rune. He gets nightmared, LSA'd, and killed. Doesn't even get the haste rune.
Kaiser bottles it up, and I love Kaiser's build this game too. Dual Scepter and then right into that Shadow Blade to build the Silver Edge against the Bristleback. Bloodstone, not really a necessity. Yule's very valuable up against the Shadow Shaman. Can stop him from channeling on one of your allies without having to waste your LSA on him. You can just throw the Bristleback up in the air for a little bit to try and ignore him. And there it is, that Helmet Dominator with the Hellbear just tanking some waves and clearing creeps. Still a good item despite all the nerfs.
Yeah. Very strong.
Dire's bottom tower.
Trying to find a swap there.
You're knocking on the door of the tier 3 already.
And look at Garter's items that he has queued up to. He's looking like, I'm going to get my treads. I'm going to get a medallion. I'm going to turn that into a solar crest. I am set for the next while. I know my place. I'm just going to help back up my lone druid and my Lina.
I'm going to tank up, make sure I don't die. Get some big swaps. Now taking over this dire ancient area, Pasha and Solo. Good Hex to slow things down, but still with the swap back, I think that's inevitable. Death will be coming. You know, in the meantime, Trent, this 3-3 Lone Druid is still farming away. Kind of ignored.
So is Ramses, though. Like, he's been totally ignored for the past while. Been punching the same... Every time I look at him, he's in this exact same creep camp.
Yeah, he has just been cycling through these, you know, 3 or 4 jungle camps for the past 2 or 3. Kind of insane. J4 gets an observer ward down, but scouted by no one as he made the move over. Need to play aggressively over on the dire side of the river. There's a big ancient stack there that maybe they could try and steal. Clear it. Maybe the Lina with the damage she's got. You know, there's some good gold waiting there for them, but Lil and Ramses are up on the high ground. It's like VP are converging in on that area as well. With no one having 4,200 gold, he's got pretty much money for his Radiance.
Bit of an interesting game here, though. Rather large edge here for ProDota. Surprisingly so, of course, as VP certainly considered the favorites. But we said the same thing against Empire yesterday. And those next 2 games did not go quite as easily for VP. And it was very similar to how game 1 went. They absolutely stomped, dominated, crushed, not even close. And then game 2 and 3, you were just like, what? What happened?
Yeah,
where'd it go?
What's going on?
But I love the draft. You know, I can see the ideas behind everything here for VP. I think everything was looking very good too, right up until that just right here, right? That one mistake up in the top lane near the Radiant tier 1, and maybe they are missing a little bit of building pressure. Bristleback's good at sieging buildings, but that comes later in the game, very early on. Not so great at it. Be one thing that's slowing them down here. There are some nice counter picks in some ways too, like that Doom up against the Abaddon can be very helpful. He throws that out. The Laguna Blade's been annihilating Lil, so they haven't really had a chance to use any of their sustains so far. And the itemization is going to be pretty late from Solo in terms of any like initiation or mobility during the team fights. But later and later, I'm definitely not counting out VP. I think Xiao Shaman is extremely good going later and later to help like trade towers and whatnot. Of course, even Io did the same thing.
Yeah.
You have this Wraith King that gets insane.
Especially
go back for the armor. He canceled his blink purchase, actually. Interesting.
Especially when
Their
it comes
initiation's
to
weak.
especially when it comes to stopping Lone Druid from split pushing with a Radiance, you know, having a relocate plus a shackle from Shadow Shaman or something like that to set things up. Relocating and racing in to start off a little team fight. But ED, they've got such a strong 4-man roaming squad here as they're showing off with a smoke up towards top lane.
Quite the move, though. They have a ward here, and they have a ward here, and they smoke up in here. Really hoping someone's getting greedy down in this area or something, but like it's so unlikely you catch anything, and now this Xiao Shaman dewarding their ward.
No one scouted out J4 placing it. Ramses nearly found for himself away though, but the pressure comes in onto the tier 2 top lane. Kaiser, Shadowblade and Yule's done, aiming for the Silver Edge as well to deal with that Bristle back. Lone Druid, 3-3, he's got his Relic. Radiance just yet as Pasha comes in to try and halt this push coming in. Deter them away with just his body. The Abaddon runs into the creep wave, but here we go. Radiance for Bristleback with his Vanguard. Radiance now for Lone Druid. Literally the same time. Well played, well played. Well, wraparound's coming in. Solo smoked up here, looking for a pick onto someone. It's going to be a full 5v5 as Ramses started up on, and look at that damage. He's obliterated there. Garter just swapped him into death. No one chases forward in onto the Vengeful Spirit. The Savage Roar sends the Wraith King back with Pasha, but they've doomed the Bristleback. He's still got Radiance Burn going, and he just whacks down the Doombringer. One more hit, he's gone. The root's there, but Lil saves up Solo, keeps him alive. Kaiser, did he Laguna Blade a dragon? What just happened? VP are just storming through this fight. The Spirit Bear is being chased by no one's Bristleback, who lost no HP through the Doom. He's dead. 300 gold, 300 experience. Thank you very much, say Virtus.pro. What a simple team fight.
I'm trying to find it. Yep, Ancient Black Dragon. Lina Castability, Laguna Blade on Ancient Black Dragon. Ancient Black Dragon received modifier. Lina Laguna Blade debuff. Got him for 206 damage. Wrecked. Yeah, that's not good.
Thinking.
That was. Oh my god, that.
But that's their lead gone. Just like gone completely.
And I was, well, sadly, I was about to say before that fight started, I was just thinking, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I like what ProDota did. Like having this vision and still smoking up through here to this tower, because I think what they were saying was, all right, we know we have a little bit of an edge in the tower push game. We have this Lina, so if we can just dodge them and not fight a Bristleback and a Wraith King, that's probably a pretty good idea. You know, we can just close up these objectives. They can't trade evenly with us right now. The Xiao Shamans, you know, he doesn't have the mobility or the speed to get around the map to keep pace with us. And now even right away, they're just going right back for a building. I do like this decision. It is still 2-minute cooldown remaining here. In fact, oh, it was the level 1 ulti.
I mean, no one is unstoppable at this point. He's just going on in. The Nightmare's taken away from him. Wraith King into the back end. Ramses, no ultimate. He's Fiend's gripped up, but no one is just slamming people. He's taking these fools down with him. He's full HP. He's got Lil on his back. The Yule Scepter there from Kaiser keeps him up as well, but Garter chased down by Pasha and no one. He's looking for 3-3. One more hit is all he needs, and J4 is going to be another casualty of war. A Nightmare again back onto no one, but it's taken off him again. Kaiser, he's found a kill in the back end. Wraith King as well as Shadow Shaman have fallen, but this is all the no one Bristleback show. Chasing in onto Milan, unkillable and destroying ProDota with another kill. It's a dominating streak for no one. Now looking for a tier 1. Virtus.pro, they've come out of the gates. 8 minutes in. Sure enough, they were behind by 5,000 gold, but that one Radiance, that one fight, that one missed Laguna Blade, and Virtus.pro are very calmly in the driving seat.
Like, Io and Abaddon don't die. This graph, you see it all in your own god. You actually can't deal with these two frontline tanks and the Wraith King and the Bristleback. You can't find a way to worm your way into this Io and Abaddon. It's just too much damage, it's too much sustain. Roche is feeling that pain too.
Tragedy, an absolute tragedy, Trent.
That, what a swing. 9k gold in a matter of minutes here. This looks a lot better, that's for sure, compared to how things were starting out and how game 2 went yesterday.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, gonna try and hold this lead. And they play right again after if VP were to win this, correct?
Yeah.
Just straight into a match against Secret, which is pretty cool. So it's a double header for whoever grabs this.
Not exactly straight into it. I think we still
Well,
start
it
on
starts in
schedule.
an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking now, like, how
You're just
many...
thinking?
I'm just thinking. Thinking. How many other times have we seen, big spells thrown onto creeps or neutrals or anything? There was the
Stun the boar?
Stun the Boar by Soxka back at, was that TR3 qualifiers? When he played for,
yeah.
Quantic?
Yes.
Or was it DD when he played for DD?
One of it was Quantic, but
I think
yeah, I
it
don't
was
know.
Quantic. One of the two. But I can't think of anything else. It's like spells being thrown into...
Chad will have some good ones. There's some classics I'm sure we're just not thinking of.
Yeah, I bet. Well, Ramses now, that blink armlet done. Yep, he's found himself in a good
Nothing quite
spot.
like Stun the Boar though. Stun the Boar really was on all of the levels. It was right up here, up on this ramp. Stun the Boar. Oh god, that was a beautiful moment. No, not so much if you were part of it though, I'm sure. Stun the Boar.
You okay there, Trent?
I mean, there's not many that go down in such infamy as Stun the Boar does. There's honestly like Aegis Deny, The Play, Stun the Boar. Those are like 3 of my top moments in Dota.
The weirdest thing is there are tier 1 still standing over on the Radiant side of the map. Tier 1 top and bottom lane. I think VP have realized, hang on a second, there's gold to be claimed here.
I mean, this Bristleback's about to have an Octarine core. He can hit buildings. I think his life's okay. And this was an item people said, I think they weren't really seeing, they were just like, will you even get Octarine Core now? Because of the talent, right? Now at level 20, he gets a 10% spell lifesteal, but now it's just going to be doubled up, essentially. You really want that CDR, though. That's got to be the biggest thing about Octarine Core, for sure.
Yeah. There it is, fully complete.
Is under attack.
Bredge is from Kaiser, but he still definitely cannot solo kill this no one Bristleback, and Lil is in such a good position behind him to save if anything does go wrong. Tier 2 bot has going to fall as 3-3's shoving top lane
They
with the
saw
help
this
of the
courier.
Doom.
The Dire did. On this
Oh, with the
ward,
observer
so
ward.
yeah, they know for sure there are people up here.
It's like Solo, Pasha, and Ramses. They're making the kind of movement across towards mid lane, maybe to find someone who swings mid to try and farm, but it'll be the TP down towards bottom by Kaiser to get that creep wave, while the other pack of 4 here from PD stick together, make sure none of them get picked. Now, we've not seen any relocate saves or really aggressive relocate plays. Lil has just been able to tether people. You know, the first 2 times he died because of Laguna Blade.
There were some issues.
But then the next couple of times, he's just been, okay, I tether you, and then we win the fight. And here we go. Okay, aggressive relocate play. This is what I want to see. Milan shackled up and immediately dead. No one continues his streak. The chase continues with Ramses looking for another stun. Don't know if he'll find it, though, as PD retreat back behind their tier 2. There's a little purge creep there, slowing Ramses. That's going to piss you off.
Blink, though.
Take that. 590 damage.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has
And a high ground push.
Like, I can totally get an AC, guys.
How do you stop this high ground push? Serpent wards are there. Tier 3 is going to fall. Rack's likely going to die as well. You have a glyph, but you can't glyph yourselves against this no one bristleback.
What happened to my lone druid with all that range? Val, help! Where's my Lena?
Dire structures are fortified.
He's taking tears of despair. Kind of working out pretty well as far as things could go for you when you're down 6,300 gold.
She's not getting enough damage done. VP, are you going to commit here? Glyph is gone, so you could go for Racks. One of them TP's back, 2 of them TP back. They are retreating. Now, PD, can you get a catch? Can you find anyone on the back end of this VP retreat? It is just no one who's showing. Everyone else smoked. The bristleback is the only target they could go for, and he's definitely not the one that they want to go. Lena had to retreat from bot lane. Get the tier 3 tower. Just a bit of chip damage there as Ramses completes an Echo Saber. So Armlet, Blink, Echo after Hand of Midas. Kind of small items.
Gonna annihilate this bear, though. He gets his mitts on it. Oh my god. I really want to see him blink on this bear.
You want to see
It
a
is
blink
gonna
on
be
the bear?
destruction. No, I want to see him blink on the bear.
Okay. I was like,
That's an old meme right there.
bear
bear.
blink.
We needed the energy booster to make it work, though, for the medic bear.
Yeah. Or the Dagon bear.
Yeah.
Soul Ring bear. The energy booster Soul Ring.
Mech and blink dagger.
That was the good stuff.
Blink and use your soul ring and heal everyone. You need the mana cost for your blink, though.
Oh, hello. PD looking for Pasha. There's the Doom. They've got the break as well. So this means no ulti from Abaddon. The trouble is there's VP on the high ground, and now they run down straight into the rest of PD. They'll take 2 with them. TP from Garter will complete. He gets away, so a 2 for 1. Your 2 supports for the offlaner is not bad, but it's not amazing either. Like the gold exchange there is minimal. Minimal.
Like a 40 net worth positive. A little bit of experience, too, but not going to bite into this lead of VP whatsoever.
VP just runs straight towards the towers of top lane, realizing that it's, again, free gold to be taken. Shrine available, of course, since they took the tier 3. Top lane,
Credit
Kaiser.
to Kaiser, though,
Yeah.
honestly. Doing what he can.
He's got the help of the Spirit Bear, though, to be fair. Spirit Bear's there to kind of tank and help clear wave with the Dragon Slave. Valina.
Alright, were the wards really necessary solo? That seems
Yeah.
Tier 1, no
Well-
backdoor, you drop wards.
I guess you're dropping wards and you're running away. Roshan
they
could be up
stayed.
soon.
That was a little silly.
Really, really wanted this. Wait, hang on a second. Solo, why do you have so many bracers? I said 2 bracers.
I like this strategy. Need more bracers. This is the I'm gonna buy drums and Atos eventually build. Bracers and a hood. I'm down.
Cool, I guess.
This I mean, he watched this Io get Laguna, and he's like, "That's not gonna be me." I'm gonna buy 3 bracers and a hood.
Not happening
at
to
me.
me. Not happening to me.
Oh. He's alright now, though.
Kaiser might get
Maybe he's not so
found.
alright, though.
Does Lil have reveal? He's got dust
Oh, he
over on the
does.
IO. He definitely does. Kaiser just farming on the very line here between the two regions. Kaiser, I don't see J4 or 3-3 behind him though, no one. With no Aegis, but he's got a heart now. Killing him is close to impossible. So PD, they move deeper into the jungle looking for someone else. Ramsey's not the target you want to go for either, thanks to Reincarnation. So PD don't really get anything. Relocate, going forward. Nice LSA, maybe they can kill the IO this time. Laguna Blade, where is? No, not going to throw it. Milan, stall! TPs before the stun connects. Got Fountain, all those soul sprays stuck over all over him. Just VP securing Roshan though.
Where's the fancy new immortal? No one. I just noticed. Come on, man. Not gonna be all cool with that weird pig nose. There it is, the hood.
Oh,
Solo living. Hoodin'.
Oh, we cancelled the shackles. Error.
Oh no.
Little mistake. Little mistake there. I think they could have had that as well with Lil coming in.
Oh. Well played.
they had Lil tether, they had dust. Solo had the shackles, they could have healed him. The serpent wards were doing damage. And Abaddon was coming. That could have been a kill.
You're not playing Enigma, you know? That's way worse.
Cancelling a black hole is way worse than cancelling shackles for sure. Bot lane was shoved in here by PD. 3 heroes trying to get something done, but the TPs come through very quickly from Virtus.pro. Three Bear just going around collecting bounty runes, Midasing creeps. He's pretty big. Radiance Vlad's nearly AC. Not as big as you'd like at this moment in time.
Rasta is just bracing himself for action. That's pretty funny. All right, that's my one opening of chat during the game. I appreciate that. That's like the best possible opening when you open up chat randomly during a game. Doesn't get much better than that. Excellent puns.
An amusing pun, yeah.
Perfect.
Satisfactory punnage. Well played.
Not satisfactory losing your shrine.
No.
Just go to work.
Easy shrine. And where did PD go? They start split pushing again. Top lane Kaiser. He is alone, could get relocated on here, and he will actually. The dust, is it going to be in range? No.
Dire's top tower is
I like the attempt though. VP just putting the fear into PD. J4 still lurking around though with Kaiser behind him. I don't know if they'll look for a kill onto someone. No one definitely isn't someone. No one is no one.
No. Not going to get that Aegis down.
No one is not someone you want to try and kill.
But who is? Who's on first?
Someone else.
All right.
Not no one.
Shadow Blade done now for Garter. They do need 2 silver edges to be fair, but he's not even thinking about it. Just Shadow Blade.
Yeah, he is. He switches it. He heard you, Trent. He's listening.
Yeah. He's like, wait a second. You're right. It's a bad and disbursement.
But Garter might get found. Ramses. Scouting with a little Satyr. Very nicely played. Stun comes out. Garter fighting this against the uphill Ramses Wraith King. The invis comes out from the Shadow Blade. There's Solo with a sentry, but nicely played. Garter decides to run the south and then around. Back into the rest of VP.
See all these heroes and you still can't do anything with this bristle. No one's going to TP bottom as his bots are now complete.
You can't do anything about this Rax taking. You have a glyph, but Serpent Water dropped. Nothing really to deter VP from just going into your base. No one, yeah, he just runs in from bot lane to mid lane. He goes straight on through. Now, what do you do? Well, Kaiser looks like he might die. The Shrines are popped, the Nightmare's there, slows things down with the Shiver's Guard, spammed out as well, but no one is taking no damage whatsoever. He runs forward into all 5 heroes of PD without taking a single point of damage.
I think Radiance and all this spell steal might be good, guys. What do you think?
That's pretty good.
The heart, maybe? Is that alright?
What is this? What's this?
I'm trying to watch his HP go down. Oh, the bear, you mean? Top lane taking a tier 3? It's pretty impressive.
I mean, that's happening, but I've got like a visual glitch on my screen. Relocate comes through, and Ramses, he's got stun in a second. Not fast enough, though. Bot lane. Swap back onto Pasha. X from Solo. Block one down, the
I think
Lena's
they might
caught.
clean them up.
I think PD get a couple of kills here.
Oh,
No one arrives.
Daddy's home.
Hello, Pasha. He's got
Get
Lotus
off my
Orb.
sustaining support people.
J4
I'm an offlaner. You're not a core. I'm the core.
whacked into the ground. No one's chasing the bear. But no, I saw this weird thing on my screen where, you know, heroes with quill sprays in them, they have quill sprays sticking out of them, right?
Yeah.
So there was a ghost of a hero that looked like it was running around. I think it was like a ghost of a lone druid. Oh shit, goodbye Lil. Very nicely played there. Buys back into the game, relocating in as well. The doomed up Bristleback, entangled here, but still able to just stand his ground. Full HP, turns around. Milan going to take a bit of damage from the Radiant's burn as well, but they find the kill on the Abaddon. Where did the Wisp go? Oh. No one is just 1v4ing. 1v3ing now as he's killed off one. Garter, he's got to run away. He can't stand and
Got
fight.
half his HP, guys.
Lena's arriving, but the swap there. Garter stuns up no one. Kaiser shivers guard.
There's the Aegis.
Trying to control him up. The Aegis, you're right, it has been taken out. The relocate from Lil sends him home though. And they could bring him back on full HP. The rest of VP, they've got what? Solo running down here as well.
Oh,
Ramses
think he
is
will?
up
The
at top lane.
Shaman's coming
I
in.
think they come in. I think they come and fight this. They'll bring back both. The LSA will land, but the BKB's there. No one runs in forward. The Laguna Blade onto Lil. He heals himself up. Barely surviving, but will finally drop to the Lena. But in the meantime, no one. Yule Scepter on that. Kaiser. Lena will keep her safe with the Silver Edge as well. Have a draw. 3-3 tries to TP. Solo with the shackles though, and this will be the end of the Lone Druid. Feeble does a little bit, but 3-3 just being slowed to oblivion as the damage comes through little by little, tickling him down, chicken form, and then dead. Virtus.pro look like they've got this game on lockdown, but Wraith King actually died in the back end to Kaiser. Solo dropping low, the cheeses pop. Milan chasing through the Serpent Wards. Kaiser Yule's in the air as well. LSA to perfection, and yet another kill for PD. Kaiser, he's clearing up. So VP are all dying except for no one. He's looking for another barracks, ranged one mid to fall, but they've got the lockdown with the Fiend's Grip and the damage coming through. They finally bring him down. No one. The second death of this game. Oh boy.
Kaiser has played exceptionally well. I mean, he's the reason this game wasn't just over, because the split pushing. You know, he forced back Ramses on that very first initial push through the mid lane. He's been getting crazy split push off, and now he's actually 16-1-1. That's so impressive, considering. Sadly, though, I mean, you've lost 2 melee racks. It's probably not going to be enough. You have 2 range racks that are just barely hanging on.
Ooh. Full
Some
blood.
miraculous plays. Oh, that's good. There's no point for buyout. I agree on this one, or rather, no point for buyback. Better to buyout.
The trouble is Bristol has the BKB. 9 seconds, relatively
Yeah,
fresh.
that was quite the surprise to come back with that relocate, eh? Yeah, let me just pick up a 10-second BKB surprise.
Move up towards top lane. PD committing for this. Solo. Gonna get jumped on. Nice sentry. The observer ward freshly placed by ProDota, and Ramses clears through it with one swipe. Down these barracks, but the Serpent wants to drop defensively. Melee is falling. That damage is insane. Blade Mail from Ramses makes sure that PD don't kill him off
Mid
or
lane,
focus
they
him
get
down.
the range.
This is big for ProDota. They kill the bear. Roshan's up soon as well. Find out at the very least.
We're evened up. That is unbelievable. They find this moment again. I mean, they saw him come back with a fresh 10-second BKB, so they're probably like, well, I mean, what are the odds this guy has buyback, right? Like, pretty damn low after he plays a like that. So, because of all that gold coming through, despite just buying that Bloodthorn, buyback has now just ticked back over for Kaiser too.
And look at that, Aghanim Scepter for Doom.
So we have 2 silver edges. Yeah, he has the gold on Garter if he wants to buy out.
Miss Milan with a smoke though.
Just a moment.
Roshan is a long respawn. 2.5 minutes until the big man returns. VP, not expecting the Ags on Doom, I don't think, but they're grouping up and smoking themselves. They'll walk in, 4v4 in the jungle. They jump and stun onto the lone druid. They'll find him, but in the back, Lil's already been obliterated because of the DD rune and the Bloodthorn. Looks for the stun, lands onto a bad, and they'll kill off Milan. Oh, the Nightmare holds him in place, but it is BKB plus doomed up Bristleback. Trouble is the Doom is dead. Turn from Virtus.pro turn to run and hide as Pasha being chased down here by Garter, and they finish him off with Kaiser. So yeah, now 18-1 and 2. The gem has been dropped, and PD. Oh god, there's no buybacks on VP.
No, I mean this is when Doom does work on Bristle. This is what, I mean, even if he didn't have the Aghanim Scepter, this is the time of game to do it, right? Early on when he just has a Radiant to like, you know, you don't really want to Doom him because he's still just gonna be putting out essentially the same amount of damage, but he can't stack Dooms, he can't just run at you into Quill Spray, he can't abuse his whole hit.
Savage Roar sends Ramses back, but the Bloodthorn to swap back in with a Fiend's Grip, and no one's dead.
They won.
No
They
buyback,
actually
that's
won.
game over. That's actually game over.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Wow. Maybe they went a little ham in the Radiant base.
Oh, dearie me. Mega creeps are there. Maybe it's not game over just yet. Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
Close it out. Well, I don't know. You could think about risking the closeout, I would think, but they're not going to.
Radiant base.
Are they?
Radiant base is still open. There could be a relocate play into tier 4s. Doom, Milan holding the line there, trying to defend against these creeps. But the mega creeps are spawning and they are wandering themselves up towards the Dire base. 45 seconds. GG's called. It's just over. They're not even going to try to go for a backdoor play. Virtus.pro, what happened?
I mean, that was kind of they just didn't play around the Bristol, right? They were like, oh, we won.